So we'll have two people face off in a debate. We have two microphones here. The taller person over here, the really short person over there.
You can also just remove the mic from the stand and hold it.
You could do that too. That's another acceptable way to do it. Did I move that out of camera?
I just want to be able to focus on everything.
Okay. We got a director. That's good. So you guys will debate. You'll be forced to debate on wacky topics. And just do your best. We will also be doing research based off of your answers. This is the lovely Laura Prince. She is our research department, and she'll be fact-checking anything that you say. Also, if you say anything that's a bit debatable, we will do crowd research, where I will ask the crowd to double-check your answers. If you win the debate, you then win the right to pick which trivia game we will play. I will give you a little bit of information on each game, but you're mostly going in blind. And then if you win the trivia game, you will move on in our tournament. So we have 6 games. We're only going to play 5 of them, which means one of them was an entire waste of time for me to sit down and write and create for this show. And that is the prison of my own design. All right.
You good, buddy?
I'm tired. We had a little problem with the computer earlier that I'm not over. All right, so we got 3 minutes left before I want to give everyone a chance to come here. And it appears nobody has found the tweet.
I did.
Oh, there we go. We got somebody. We got one person to play. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But I guess there's so much like activity going on.
Yeah, mine's having a hard time loading.
Yeah, so for those of you who want to play, go over to +2 Comedy on Twitter and reply to the tweet who wants to play Conquest in Panel Room 3.
See something?
And if we don't get enough people, I'll just pick people. We're a pro Twitter show. No, I thought this would be an easy way to do it, and now I am completely against this idea. But I've already committed to it, so we're doing it.
Maybe we should do a poll.
Should we do it? All right, I'll put a poll up on Twitter.
Oh my god.
If you guys think we should use Twitter for this. Yeah, Snoop Dogg will do a poll. We'll get everybody out here. All right. I like all the muttering of like, he's using Twitter.
Yeah, you did not run this idea by me. I would have told you not to do this.
Yeah, this was a mistake.
What Twitter are we going to?
Yeah, see, you didn't tell anyone your Twitter handle.
It's at +2 Comedy. This is me trying to get followers.
You're a mess,
And
Carl.
At +2 Comedy, yes.
We could do trivia questions. I love trivia questions.
What?
We could do trivia questions.
Do you have trivia questions on you?
I can make them up.
I mean, if you have them ready to go, we will switch because the crowd has turned on this.
All right, first, who can name who this is and from what game he comes? Yes, Team Rocket. That is correct.
Come sit in the front row. We'll make you a contestant. Sorry to the people that actually did the Twitter thing. Sorry to the people who didn't do the Twitter thing. Just sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even get into Twitter, and I'm sitting up here, so.
All right.
Let me see. Wait. Are you going to load? Are you going to do it?
Are you pulling up more trivia?
No, we did get 4 responses. We will have other rounds, so we can also use these 4 responses. I found them.
Oh, okay.
So bring me Wild Dog 1990 or Will Dog. Reading is hard.
Everyone calls me wild on the planet.
That being said, Wild Dog's pretty sick.
The Wild Dog. That's your name now. Your name now is Wild Dog.
Team Rocket, what would you like to be called?
Grunt.
Grunt.
Love it.
Wild
Love
Dog and Grunt. That sounds like a cartoon.
It's like the word two written out, right?
No. That's the other thing, is that it's very hard to find. It's the plus word
Carl.
and the number 2.
Your mess, Carl.
And this is why we should have just done trivia.
Yeah. We had trivia. I had trivia questions back in the room.
All right, we'll get our first round done, and then we'll do another round of trivia for the second round.
Well, what we'll do is we'll use one person who responded on Twitter and one trivia question, and then it'll be fair.
And then it'll be fair for everybody. Okay. So,
I got you guys. I got you.
All right, so I'm going to explain the rules one more time. It's officially 1 o'clock, which means it's officially time for Conquest. Are you ready to find the geekiest person in all of MAGFest? You guys seem mildly prepared to find the geekiest person at MAGFest.
It is early afternoon.
Yes.
We are lucky everyone is awake.
Yes, it is early afternoon on the Saturday, so Friday was already a wild night for a lot of people. So
Also, I
I
have a
appreciate you
really-
guys being here, though.
I have a really important question for you. Who are you?
Yes, so my name is Noah Houlihan from Plus 2 Comedy. This is the lovely Laura Prince from Plus 2 Comedy. Together, we are Plus 2 Comedy. That's the word plus, the number 2, and the word comedy.
Do you see what I live with?
On your Twitter, it's the symbol plus.
Not when you're, it's a whole thing. In any case, what we're about to do is a game of nerdy trivia and debate. So we will start each round with a debate round. Our contestants will debate a topic of my choosing, and then we will decide who has done the better job explaining their argument. The winner of the debate will then choose a category for the trivia round, and the winner of the trivia round will move forward in our tournament. The trivia games are all weird and different. I will give you a weird idea of what the game is before you pick it, and then you'll regret your decision afterwards. There's just a lot of hiding of information in this game. So I unfortunately don't think we're going to get a second mic stand. So I'm going to ask our competitors to take their spots in the debate.
Yeah, you can also just like pick the mic up. Yeah. We're not going to make you like squat while you do that. That seems unkind.
All right.
There you go.
So my question to you is, we are now at the point where we are not getting any more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate characters.
All right.
If we could add one more, who should that character be?
I would
Grunt?
also like to remind our contestants to cheat out to the
Yes,
audience.
cheat out to the audience.
Look at them, not at me.
Grunt, I need your choice first.
Amatsumaru from Okami.
Ooh, that's a very unique choice. I like that. Wild Dog?
No!
No.
I know that was a bad pick for one reason. I'm gonna go with Doom Guy.
Doom Guy. Wow, this is really different ends of the spectrum. Grunt, you have the floor.
All right, so Amatsumaru from Okami is practically a shoo-in for the Smash Bros. Series. They very much fit in with the cartoony nature of the game. They have a very unique art style, which could lead to a very unique stage. They have multiple weapons and move sets in their game already, which would adapt very well to the Smash Bros. Play style, as well as some of you may remember a piddling and otherwise mechanic to humiliate their enemies, which would translate naturally to a taunt. The gorgeous art style of the game would probably become a fan favorite immediately as far as their natural stage goes, and just It's such a good fit, I feel.
All right, that's an interesting take. Talk to me about Doom Guy.
Okay, so before I get on to that, isn't it Amaterasu?
Yes, I've been pronouncing it wrong the entire time.
Ooh!
Point me. Okay, so
I had that up.
One-
I was going
one
to
of the
bother
thing-
with it later.
So you might think that Doom Guy's a very weird pick for Smash Brothers, but you have to remember, Doom 64. Doom has been on a Nintendo console, and I believe every character, aside maybe Terry. I don't believe Terry was on a Nintendo console, but I could be wrong. But okay, so every character in Smash Brothers has had a game on a Nintendo console. Even the weird picks of like Sora and stuff, they had 3DS games. So with Doom 64, you have that shoe-in. Now, I would argue instead for modern Doom Guy, because like he says with Amaterasu, Doom Guy has a wide range of weapons, and we haven't had a character who primarily focuses on gunplay in their moveset. The closest we have, at least to my knowledge, is Joker with his neutral special, and the Spaceys with their lasers. And also Bayonetta with her feet guns, which obviously made her very broken. But being able to incorporate, gunshots that can be blocked but also reflected, so there's counterplay there. They could have it to where you perfectly block the shot, it goes back to Doom Guy, causing damage, making a risk reward.
Very good. First off, excellent save on Bayonetta, because I watched the crowd go, I don't know about that. This is good. You guys came in researched. I like this. Grunt, I'm going to ask you, why shouldn't it be Doom Guy?
So the biggest and most immediate glaring problem with Doom Guy is just the Nintendo's target audience and the overall feel of the game. Bringing in an ultra-violent character like Doom Guy with all the hell and religious symbolism that comes with it, you would, if Nintendo ever did put Doom Guy into Smash, it would not be a proper representation. It would be a heavily redacted, gimped version of the character. Furthermore, putting Doom Guy in there, he would also have to be greatly weakened from how he appears in his game, just to bring it into balance with the other fighters.
Okay. I'm going to do a quick bit of crowd research here based on what was just said here. If you've played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, please stand up. All right. If you believe that Doom Guy is more violent than Bayonetta, remain standing. All right, crowd research supports your points. Very good. I would like you to fire back. I can't pronounce the dog's name either.
So you want me to respond to his point, or you want me to argue against Amaterasu?
Respond and argue against.
I think that Doom Guy and Doom, there is enough that you can. It will be reduced, but I think there's enough you can just take out to get it by and still be within the character design of Doom Guy. Like for Doom Guy alone, his armor has everything. So just having that, and then having like the hellish scapes with not much like in the ways of gore or the ways of religious symbolism, you can still make those sweeping just landscapes of red and of like red, orange, brown, and also even the one of the levels from Eternal is a more like blue, green, muted style. So you have multiple choices there. But I think that, I think they can definitely work Doom Guy into Smash. And again, like Bayonetta is about. I know that people were saying Doom Guy's more violent, and yes, but I think you can still make Doom Guy's power work within the game. Because Bayonetta is a witch who can destroy angels and demons and homunculi like it's nothing. So she does way more damage than Doom Guy does and causes way more destruction through her games.
I definitely didn't think Bayonetta would be the center point of this argument.
Yeah, but like if you think about it,
To be fair, My second pick would have been Dante, but then again, Dante I don't think was on a Nintendo system, so I don't think he would have been able to be on that.
If we're looking at a North American target audience, I feel like North American audiences are way more comfortable with how Doom Guy looks than what Bayonetta looks like.
That's a good point. Closing statements? Grunt?
So we haven't talked that much about Amatsumaru. Thank you for the pronunciation.
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
Oh, the dog from Okami.
Yeah.
Things you only see written.
I get you.
The goodest girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Amaterasu.
Yeah. Anyway, my choice.
Yes.
Excellent. Good work. Great save.
Good save.
Was one of the was an absolute classic hit on the Wii, which again ties in much more strongly to the Nintendo franchises than a Doom Guy whose only appearance was on a 64 on the N64 in a completely different appearance. And Nintendo.
Yes, the original.
I mean, to be entirely fair, Doom can be played on a pregnancy test.
Yes. Okay.
But all of those are a completely different appearance than my opponent is arguing for.
Okay. All right. Excellent closing statement. Your closing statement, Wild Dog.
So I'm gonna close this out saying that if we can get Doom Guy in the game through his Praetor suit or even his classic suit from the modern games instead, I would be fine with that. Now I want to counter in putting in Amaterasu entirely because, as far as I can see, a lot of Amaterasu's moves in regards to the elements, we kind of see through various other characters, either specials or ultimate attacks. And to be fair, it's another animal character that we've had, like, and granted, they're mostly anthropomorphized, but we've got the Spaceys, we got Duck Hunt, Dog and Duck, Banjo-Kazooie, King K. Rool, and I mean, we've already got a fox in the game, so why have another fox in the game that just is on all fours
You
instead
just
of
call
standing on their feet?
Amaterasu a fox.
Okay, Kitsune.
All right. Research department. Can we double check some of these facts? Is Fox in the game?
Yes.
Okay. Fox is in the game. Just wanted to check.
Yeah, I actually looked up a poll about which characters had the best guns,
Okay.
and Joker wins handily. The one with the least votes is Diddy Kong.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah. Diddy Kong has
The
the
peanut
peanut
gun.
guns.
I forgot about Diddy
Yes.
Kong.
DK, no coconut gun. That fires in spurts, though.
Nope.
Well, if you shoot you, it's going to hurt, so they had to take it out for violence reasons.
That is true.
Any other bits of research?
So I just kind of looked through the natural taunt. I think the biggest sticking point is Nintendo's target audience. They are moving toward more mature games.
This is true.
Bayonetta 3 was rated M, and I don't know why Bayonetta is in fact the crux of this argument, but here we are.
So I also need to ask, because I was trying to think if there was any other characters that did not appear on a Nintendo console. Did Cloud appear on a Nintendo console? Did Shrek not the question.
I'm trying to think.
Cloud's in Futurism on the 3DS.
He is on the 3DS game.
Yes.
And Minecraft. Did Minecraft ever go to Nintendo? It did? Okay.
Yeah, Minecraft's on the, I believe, is
Jar
on the
Jar Binks
Switch.
did in fact appear on a Nintendo console,
Yeah, we should have. Yeah,
and
first
so did
off,
Trek.
You guys both should have picked Jar Jar Binks. But all right, so those have been the debates. You've heard both of them. If you would like to vote for the dog from Okami, I'm going to ask you to stand. If you're
Kitsune.
voting, the wolf, the good boy.
Girl!
I'm just going to go down here.
Guys,
If you want to pick Doom Guy, remain seated.
what are you doing? Wait.
Yeah, you sit down for Doom, you stand for the dog, for the wolf.
Oh my god. Stand for Amaterasu, sit for Doom Guy.
Yes, you stand for the dog. Oh man, I think people
Stand
just
for the
really
goodest
enjoy
God.
standing up.
She's the goodest.
Oh man, I think it's Doom Guy by like a hair.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna give it to Doom Guy. So
All right.
So Wild Dog, you get to pick what our trivia game is. Yeah, you're still in this, Grunt. You're still in this. So we have Reddit Says, which is a Reddit game. We got Sporkle Pointless, which uses Sporkle. The Push-Up is Right, which is a physical game. One Star Classic, which is a video game stuff. Actually, which is a game I stole. And Landmine, which has a bit of a luck element to it. So if you're not feeling confident, maybe that one.
I'm going to go with 1 Star Classic.
1 Star Classic. All right. Get back to your microphones. I am going to read 1-star Amazon reviews.
Ooh, okay.
For classics.
For classic, amazing video games. Based off of these reviews, I need you to tell me what the game is. The first person to get to 3, or the person who has the most when I run out of questions, will move on in our tournament. And it doesn't want to load currently. And you can interrupt me at any time. Just simply buzz in by saying your own name.
Simply buzz in by naming the god from Okami correctly.
Easy dub.
All right, here we go. There are dogs. Oh, you only get one guess, just so don't throw it away. There are dogs, but you cannot pet the dogs. 1 star. All right.
Grunt.
Ooh, this is an early guess.
Okay.
Oh, you were going
Oh, I have more if you want. All right. I don't think I explained that part. I'll explain. I'll let you go on that one.
I have pulled up too, if you know.
Okay. The main issue with this game is the horrible weapon durability mechanic. Any weapon you get only lasts.
Will Dog. Breath of the Wild?
It is Breath of the Wild.
Yes!
You can't pet the dogs in that. It's terrible.
It's unfortunate.
All right. Game number 2. Not worth the next gen price. It's just a silly puzzle game and not much different than the first. Maybe if this game was $20, I would give it a better review. 1 star.
Okay.
Review number 2. I was very excited to buy this game after reading all the rave reviews. So I get it, and there's a tiny instruction manual that doesn't tell you WTF you're supposed to be doing in the game. Okay, fine. I guess it must be self-explanatory then. And I put the game in. I just roamed around for 30 minutes and I have no effing idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Are the game developers really getting that cheap that they don't even want to include a couple pages to tell you how to play the game? Can anyone instruct me on how to play this #, star game? 1 star. I've never had a game make me feel so stupid, so bored, and so frustrated all at the same time. Frustrated. Frustrated. Yes, that. So we bought it at GameStop and traded it in for Lego Lord of the Rings, which is also frustrating. Maybe we'll just get rid of our PS3, which would make sense because we don't have a TV anymore and our electricity is shut off.
1 star.
1 star. Those are all my reviews. Do you guys have any guesses?
Puzzle game.
I'm going to read the last one.
Will Dog.
Yes.
Journey?
It is not Journey.
Okay. I'll take a shot.
So Grunt gets to guess.
Grunt, you still get to guess.
My problem is I don't have a PS3.
Well, we all know
Not
the
this
PS3, in
person
fact, has
anymore.
no games.
Any guesses?
Lego Star Wars.
Not Lego Star Wars. Anybody in the crowd know it? Not Shadow of the Colossus.
PS2.
Not it. It's the big clue is in the first one.
Puzzle
Not
game.
worth the next gen price. It's a silly puzzle game, not that different from the first. It's Portal 2.
I forget
Boom.
that Portal's technically a puzzle game.
It's technically a puzzle game. All right, next game. Walk linearly and then kill 5 dudes. Find chest, climb things, find chest, kill 5 dudes, listen to plot. Oh my god, the first one was so good, and this
Will
is
Dog?
Yes.
God of War 2?
That is correct.
We didn't get to say the next review, which was, and I quote, spoiled brat kid, 1 star.
True.
All right. You get run away with it, but you can still come back. Here we go. This game has no modes. It's like life. You can get killed walking out your front door. I bought it because it had beautiful graphics and what I had been told was a great story. That may be the case, but it's too open. In the first 15 minutes of playing, I found 3 bosses that cleaned me out in seconds. And when you die, you lose all your money and you have to...
Will Dog?
Yes.
Dark Souls?
It is not Dark Souls.
Really guess.
So I'm going to just talk to you for a bit. You have to track down your dead body to retrieve your gold, runes, only to get killed again because you lost in a boss fight. This may be for people with cat-like button-smashing abilities. But if you want to enjoy the game that allows you to just enjoy the game while providing entertaining fights, not The Rock bashes your head in when you step outside your house, look for a different title. I got more to say. This is not my my cup of tea, but it might be yours if you enjoy the constant loop of getting killed over and over again. After that, you can fight the same enemies over and over again and try leveling up. Go back to playing Forbidden West. That is my vote for Game of the Year because it's legit fun. I own it and I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, somebody insisted on getting it on release day and then hasn't touched it.
And final review, this game is for people with nothing else to do with their lives. Repetitive and frustrating. I do not recommend it if you want to have fun and enjoy the adventure. The game may work for people who do not care doing the same thing over and over again for endless hours, dying and facing impossibly frustrating situations. I regret wasting my money on this.
Is it Elden Ring?
It is Elden Ring.
I knew it the second I heard runes. I'm like, damn it.
All right, here we go. This game is awesome, but the home run contest doesn't show up anywhere on the game. 1 star.
Will Dog?
Ooh.
What is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
It is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Will Dog has run away with this category.
Will Dog will be moving on to the next round of the tournament. Thank you so much. Grunt, give it up for Grunt. Will Dog will come back to you. Boom. All right, so we need more contestants. Do you have fun trivia for us?
Do we want to call Twitter first? Because we were going to do one of each, to be fair.
Sure. Do you have a Twitter name for us?
Yes. Oh, God, it's reloading. Oh, my God. I hate internet.
Do you have a trivia question instead?
We need at Camp Blood Hub.
All
Yeah.
right, come on up. Sit down in contestants row.
What number Pokemon is Clefairy?
Everybody get ready to yell numbers.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Wait for me to point at you. In the back. 54.
Incorrect.
Glasses.
Nope.
Up front. 56? Not 56. Over there.
Correct.
All right. Did you Google that?
Oh yeah, he definitely looked down at his phone.
Given how karate the signal is,
Yeah, I can't believe he got it to work. All right.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to ask you guys to come to the microphones.
Yep.
I'm letting him get away with this. I really shouldn't be. You're now the bad guy of this tournament. Come to the microphones. All right, I'm going to ask you this.
All right, Camp Blood Hub, what would you like to be called?
Oh, yes, we need names.
Clench.
Clench. Clench is a great name.
Googler, what up?
Grung.
What?
Grung.
Grung?
Grung.
Grung versus Clench. All right.
This sounds like Ninja Turtles villains.
It does. If you had the power to take one video game and remove it from existence as if it had never existed, what game would you choose? I need your game first there, Clench.
League of Legends.
Ooh. The reaction was reluctant applause. Ah, nah. One game, you're removing it from existence. What?
Call of Duty World at War.
Call of Duty World at War. Interesting choices. Talk to me about League of Legends. Why are we getting rid of it?
I have never played League of Legends. I think that the world would be a better place if people didn't play it.
Okay. Short and sweet. Do research. Make sure he's never actually played it.
Hey, have you ever actually played League of Legends?
No.
All right, confirmed.
All right, why are we getting Call of Duty?
Well, it was one of the earlier games, so the culture that surrounded it, that way that doesn't spring up, and the just slew of yearly games like their NFL titles, just it gets boring, so boring.
I can hear the crowd audibly getting angry. I'm going to ask you to defend the existence of Call of Duty, excuse me. World at War.
World of Warcraft.
Why do we need that game?
You're a mess, Carl.
I feel like the world needs Call of Duty because we need some place to put the degenerates. I feel like that's a good place to put them. And if we get rid of it, where are they going to go? Probably to League of Legends. They'll just probably go to League of Legends. So we should probably just get rid of League and just leave them for Call of Duty.
Crowd research. Please stand if you've played Call of Duty. All right. Please continue to stand if you consider yourself a degenerate.
Fair amount of you are like, yeah, degens. We got the degens for our country.
Thank you. Everyone, please sit down. If you know someone who plays Call of Duty, please stand up. Continue standing if you think that person is a degenerate. Interesting data. Very interesting data. Thank you, crowd resource. Well, I'll get to that. I want you to defend League of Legends. Why do we need that to continue to exist in our world?
We need League of Legends to continue to exist, so that way the people that would be displaced by the nullification of Call of Duty, that way they can stay there. They're not yelling slurs at people in public. And sure.
All right.
I'd like to go on record. I am a degenerate.
Also a degenerate.
No slurs though. Just straight degenerate.
All right. Please stand if you've played League of Legends.
It's a good number.
He's standing. He's standing. He's standing. He's standing. Please remain standing if you consider people who play Call of Duty a degenerate. No, I meant Call of Duty. All right, cool. Good dad. All right, so I'm going to ask you, how do you think the world will be better without this game? Like, what improvements would we immediately see by destroying League of Legends?
I think that not just for the world, I think people who play it would be happier if they didn't. I think that it can be, gaming as a whole can be a toxic place, but League is a special, it's like the ninth circle. And I feel like that people who play it would be happier if they didn't, because I feel like sometimes...
You have a lot of strong opinions for a game you've never played.
Yes.
I want to
Yes,
point
I
out,
do.
I feel like we're not so much trying to ban games as we are trying to ban specific subsets of players.
Yeah.
That may be true. Maybe.
And how do you
Perhaps.
think the world will be better without Call of Duty?
Well, I think a lot of the advertisements that we've seen over the years as a result of the marketing pushes for Call of Duty would have gone to a more subdued tone. We wouldn't get the over-the-top Doritos advertisements for Halo. We wouldn't have gotten the ever so annoying market placements for Monster Energy. I mean, tell me, when was the last time you saw Red Bull just kind of have an over-the-top ad?
The last time you saw Red Bull do what?
When was the last time you've seen Red Bull have something like super over the top as far as an ad placement?
Yeah. Please stand up if you've ever seen Red Bull do a weird ad campaign.
I didn't say weird, I said subdued.
So I live in like the Philadelphia metro area.
Yeah.
And like Red Bull does the
Fluke talk?
Fluke Talk every year, which I think
Yeah.
is the most over-the-top marketing stunt I can think of.
I legitimately live 10 minutes away from an event where Red Bull forces people to make airplanes and then push them off a cliff into a river.
Confirmed.
And they
can
didn't
see
take
the point.
my design, so I didn't get to get pushed into a river. All right, so very interesting debate topic
Also,
here.
I want to point out, oh, look, here's Game Fuel with Call of Duty. Here's some Doritos with Call of Duty.
Do you see Doritos with League of Legends anywhere?
Probably. I can only Google one thing at a time. The
Yeah.
internet here is not great.
Any other research while you're Googling that came up?
No, I have to admit, it seems like we are really leaning toward banning specific people from
Yeah, it's definitely an attack on humans instead of an attack on a game. So I'm going to open it up for a vote. If you think that League of Legends should be banished from existence, stand now. Remain seated if you're getting rid of Call of Duty.
You can buy a rare unopened bag of 2020 Doritos that are flavored like Mountain Dew for $75 in the internet.
Ooh!
It's not relevant, but I kind of thought you'd want to know.
Who wants to chip in? Ooh, what do you want to call? Laura, I need your expert opinion on counting. I would say we're getting rid of League of Legends. Yeah. League of Legends is now officially non-existent. We'll see how that affects the world. And Clutch, we need you to pick a game now. Where are you going? There's the whole trivia
No, you
part.
gotta run, get back here.
This is just to give you fun characters so that people care when we do the trivia part.
That's fair, say.
So once again, you cannot pick one-star classic. Reddit says is about Reddit. Sporkle is about Sporkle. Push Up is Right is a physical one. Actually is a game I stole. Landmine has a little bit of a luck element, so if you're not feeling confident in the trivia, you might want to pick that one.
Reddit says.
Reddit says, all right, it's time to play the feud. I went on to ask Reddit, and I picked a question. The top 10 most upvoted answers are on the board. If you can give me the number 1 answer for each question, you get 10 points. If you get me the number 10 answer, you get 1 point, and the numbers in between are the numbers in between.
If I click, will it show me a board?
If it'll show the questions, and then if you click again, it'll show the answers. So, all right. So here's your first question. CTK Shadow asked, gamers of Reddit, what video game has the best storyline? What do you think is on the board? Best storyline.
Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda. Do you want to be more specific, or do you want to just say Legend of Zelda?
I'm gonna say Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. All right. Best storyline, what do you think?
Best storyline.
Put that phone away! I will jump over this table.
I'm going to say Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII. All right, let's take a look. This is, again, I want to say this right now. I did not pick these answers. This is what's upvoted by Reddit. We played this game once, and the question was, what is the best movie of all time? And the number one answer was Breaking Bad. I don't have power over this. This is just what Reddit says. What did Reddit say? Number 10, Soma. Don't agree. Number 9, Portal and Portal 2. Number 8, Hades. Number 7, Fallout New Vegas. Number 6, Outer Wilds. Shout out for Outer Wilds getting on the board.
Yeah, best storyline of all time, getting eaten by an anglerfish. Just every 12 minutes, forever.
Number 5 is Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 4 is Knights of the Old Republic. People still love that game. Number 3 is BioShock and Mass Effect. The answer had both of those games, and it was the number 3 rank, so either one of those would have worked. Number 2 is Grim Fandango.
No!
It's number 2.
That being said, I love Grim Fandango.
And number 1 answer is Disco Elysium. I will say, if this game ends in a tie, it will go for Clutch for winning the debate round.
All right, click.
Click. Andy Bates asks, what are you convinced people are just pretending to enjoy?
This is not video game specific.
It
correct?
is not video game specific, it could be anything. What do you think people are just pretending to enjoy? Yeah, I'll give you a second to think. Since you won the debate round, you do have an advantage. You can pass and make him answer first if you'd rather.
I'm going to pass for now.
Gonna pass for now.
Without a doubt, Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact. All right, very specific answer. I like it.
The Circus Peanuts candy.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
The candy, Circus
The
Peanuts.
circus peanuts.
Okay.
The orange things that are like styrofoam.
I'm gonna be honest, you are 100% correct. I'm not sure if it's on the board, but that is a fantastic answer. I've never heard someone say, I could really go for some circus peanuts.
Never.
All right, let's see what's on the board.
I don't even think I'd be comfortable buying them because, like, if you see a bag of circus peanuts at the store, they have been there since 1996.
Yeah, they've not
minimum.
made new circus peanuts in years. Having a job. Baby showers.
No one is pretending to enjoy baby showers.
Why do we still have them?
Because you have to give baby
The
stuff.
drama.
That I can confirm that is false. I enjoy the drama.
Bars and restaurants with loud music.
What's up, MAGFest?
Playing with a child. Podcasts, just in general.
Please listen to the Stay Doomed podcast
Yeah, also
on
listen to
wherever
our
your favorite
podcast.
podcasts are sold.
Boring videos of their friends' kids.
Can we tell this is Reddit?
My presence. Being a YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram personality. And the number one answer is LinkedIn.
No one is pretending to enjoy LinkedIn either.
Yeah.
When was the
Who's
last
walking
time
around
anyone
like, I
tried
love
to-
LinkedIn? All right, so this is our final question. Curious Anime Nerd asks, if you had the ability to bring back a canceled series, what would it be?
The audience has an opinion.
I'm going to pass for now.
Gonna pass for now.
I heard an opinion that I definitely agree with. Firefly.
Firefly. What canceled series are you bringing back?
This is a very tough question.
It is a tough question. Here, I'll save you some time. If you guys are interested in canceled series, Laura and I actually do a podcast called Stay Doomed, where we review shows that ran one season or less. So if you're interested in that, and you're not a person that just pretends to like podcasts, check out Stay Doomed.
The show Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
I'm still mad about that. So that's my answer.
That's a good answer.
The objectively correct answer is The Muppets 2015.
Yes. On the board we have Teen Titans.
The
The
good
original.
one.
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Freaks and Geeks, which we covered on Stay Tuned. Better Off Ted. Pushing Up Daisies.
Oh, man.
The Expanse. Awake. Mindhunter. So that's good for 7 points. TLC and the History Channel actually talking about learning and history. And the number one answer is Firefly. That means with 10 points, this cheater will be moving on in our tournament. Thank you so much for playing. Give it up for Clutch. We ended 2, right?
Yes.
All right, so we got time for one more game. Yeah. All right, so we're going to bring... Wait, where are you going? You're in the finals.
Oh, I think we're going to happen right now.
It's going to happen right now because we're running out of time for the show.
Now
All right.
you're trying to flee. There is no.
Did I not
fleeing.
put a back button in on this one? I didn't. What the hell? Well, I could just... No. Just forget everything. All right, we're back. All right. I'm going to simply ask you, what is the greatest video game villain of all time? Give you guys a second to think. Well, I remind you that we're +2 comedy. Thank you guys so much for coming out to Conquest as we crown the geekiest person here at MAGFest. We will be doing 2 more panels in panel room 6.
Yes.
We're doing a stand-up comedy Q&A where you can talk to us and some of the other comics that you may have seen at the comedy show. And we're just going to talk about comedy. That's at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And then at noon, I'll be doing a panel on ARGs, unfiction, and puzzle trails. So please join me for that. There's a lot of special stuff that's going to happen. And now, video game villain.
I'm going to say Ganondorf.
Ganondorf, good choice.
Not gonna lie, almost went with Ganondorf. Love the Legend of Zelda series. My answer is Sephiroth.
Sephiroth versus Ganondorf. I am not surprised. This is where this went. Why is Ganondorf the greatest villain of all time?
Because Ganon has transcended history in the series, like many forms in many ways. But Ganon, is still Ganon. He is still the personification of power and evil in the world of the Legend of Zelda. So the fact that he even through defeats and victories, he still persists. Puts him at the top of the top.
Crowd research. If you can picture Ganondorf in your mind, please stand now. All right, that's almost everybody. If you're not standing, what are you doing here? Welcome to MAGFest. You're probably lost. All right. Think of him as the personification of evil. Think of Elon Musk for a moment. If you still believe Ganondorf is the personification of evil, please remain standing. Interesting. All right.
Okay.
Good crowd data for you. Good crowd data for you. Talk us about Sephiroth.
And yet you tried to run this through Twitter.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to win him back.
You probably lost him with the Elon.
I did.
When I think of video games, one of the things that I think is the most impactful is sound design. And I could say, without a shadow of doubt, I hear One Winged Angel and my hair is still standing up on my arms. The moment I hear that, I remember that struggle, that fight, that just knockdown, drag out story of just trying to win against almost seemingly immeasurably difficult odds. Yes, that can apply to many, many villains. But few truly make you feel like you're chasing shadows and chasing nothing like Sephiroth. And when you're finally standing in front of him, turns into an angel creature thing and literally destroys a universe or something, teleports you to it just for the sake of attacking you and then brings you back. That's one, over the top. Why does he need a katana that's twice the size of him and you? 3, his rival for Smash alone in that announcement was one of the most hyped announcements I think I've ever seen for a character.
I love that the argument so far is one is the personification of evil and the other has good tunes. If you're a Smash Brothers player, stand up. If you would choose to play Sephiroth over Ganondorf, remain standing. If you would prefer to play as Sephiroth over Ganondorf, remain standing. Main Sephiroth. All right.
I mean, that being said, there's a lot of like subjective elements of who you main in Smash. That's not because there's necessarily a better character.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're a good villain. But I'll tell you what, if her friend wins the Smash tournament, we'll retroactively say you won this argument.
Fair.
Also, good luck to him.
Why is Ganondorf more evil than Sephiroth? Why is Ganondorf more evil than Sephiroth? Why is he a better villain?
I just saw somebody dressed like Dan Hibiki walk outside and it made me really happy.
So Ganondorf is more evil than Sephiroth because even though, to his point, Sephiroth teleports you to another universe, he does not do anything to the universe you are in. And again, he teleports you away, brings you back to where you were in the fight. Ganondorf rules over Hyrule. He shrouds it in a cloud of darkness when he takes over. When in that opening scene in Ocarina of Time, and you see as young Link, and you see Ganondorf on the horse, there is just the utmost ominence when that lightning strikes, and you see the flash, and it's like, oh, that's who I've got to face? Oh, this is going to be a rough one.
I will say Ganondorf on a horse is scary, but the idea of Sephiroth on a horse is the most ridiculous thing I could imagine.
I'm pretty sure if you went on DeviantArt for like 2 seconds, you'd find that.
His mane is longer than the horse's.
That's a good point. To argue about Sephiroth over Ganondorf, why is he better than Ganondorf specifically?
So, better than Ganondorf specifically. One, Ganondorf, his powers realistically, yes, they come from the Triforce of Power. But, as I'm sure a lot of us here know, his power is more because some angry demon god way back in that timeline decided that he was just going to be so angry he'd just keep popping up to be a problem. Sephiroth is better not because he's got some petty grudge, but because he truly feels like the humans that are destroying his world, that are destroying the world that he lives in, are so far beneath him that killing them is a second thought. They just need to stop hurting things. They need to stop existing so that way they can never do anything to harm that planet again.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Can I ask you, how did you word this debate question?
Who is the best villain?
The best. Okay.
Closing arguments. Final statements.
So Ganon, damn.
I mean, if you feel like you want to rest your case, you can.
Here's the thing, Ganon doesn't care about Ganondorf.
If you feel like you made your point, that's fine.
Yeah, I honestly, you know what? I think through what I've said, I think I've made a fair enough argument to prove that Ganondorf. Yeah, and you know what? You said is a petty grudge. It's not a petty grudge. He just persists. It's nothing to do with being defeated once before. He just comes back. The demon of Ganon just comes back time after time, never ceasing. But Sephiroth was only in one story, one mainline game. Final Fantasy as a series is only anthological.
All right.
Zelda has a whole timeline.
There's one word that keeps being used, so I'm going to do this real quick. Stand up if you think Ganondorf is petty.
We love
Stand-
a pet. It's fine. We love a petty legend.
Yeah. Stand up if you think Sephiroth is petty. Interesting. All right. Do you have a final statement?
It's been fun being up here so far, and I've enjoyed this convention.
I just
That's
hope
the
everyone
statement.
has fun.
No, I mean, but realistically, much like my opponent, I feel like my main points have been made, and it's
right.
just been a joy so far.
All right, we'll bring it to a vote. Who's the greater villain? The guy who
I mean,
tried to...
there's one thing I wanted to bring up because we
yeah,
keep
yeah.
talking about One-Winged Angel and the best to do it. How has nobody brought up Kenny Omega?
That's true.
So, I mean, I looked it up. The only Ganondorf references in pro wrestling are in a cosplay federation, and also there is an E-Fed of Hyrule Pro Wrestling.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, of course
Well,
there is.
now I know what I'm doing after this.
So, I mean, the One-Winged Angel is like one of the few undefeated moves.
Yeah, that's true. No one's
So,
kicked out of it.
take that for what you will.
I was gonna say point. That's not, but it's named after Sephiroth. It's not Sephiroth.
Not Sephiroth. That's a good point. That's a good point. So we have a guy that tried to destroy the world by smashing a meteor into the earth, and Ganondorf, who did the same thing that one time. So I'm going to ask you guys for the vote. If your team Ganondorf, stand. If your team Sephiroth, remain seated. Ooh, people love pettiness. Sephiroth takes the victory. What's going to be our final game? You still got Pointless Sporkle, you still got the push-up is right, you still got actually, and you got landmine. We only got time for one, so make your choice.
I'm gonna say the push-up is right.
The push-up is right. All right.
I'm in charge now.
You guys will both be asked a series of questions. The answer to every question will be a number. For every number off, you will owe me one push-up.
Okay.
The first person who is unable to complete a push-up will be eliminated, and the other person will become the geekiest person in MAGFest because they can do more push-ups. All right. Laura has the question. You both will answer the same questions. Since you have the advantage, you will be forced to answer first, and then he might be able to copy your answer.
In the original Portal game, how many test chambers are there?
I'm gonna go 30.
30.
Oh, everyone who knows.
I want to say 14. I've never actually played Portal.
You've never played Portal. All
I've
right.
never played Portal.
Gladys is here. She's going to be upset. In his defense, Gladys has never played Portal. We found that out during the
During
MAGFest.
MAGFest, yeah.
What is the actual number of test chambers?
Did someone know it? Correct.
19 is correct. So 11 and
6.
6. All right, so we need math. We need 5 push-ups out of you first. And then, yes, and then we will have a push-up off.
You can do knee push-ups. You can do whatever kind of accommodations.
The epic conclusion of Conquest.
You tried.
Thank you, guys.
I was thinking about asking, but I wanted to be honorable. Could I have done a push up with my knees?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just said that. I said you could do whatever kind of
Yeah,
accommodation.
we can do knee. We do knee push-ups. We can do knee push-ups.
Yeah, Yeah, we're not monsters.
Get it? All right, you guys are even now. So we need 6 push-ups out of both of you now. Right, math? Yes. 5, 5, 6. All right. Give it up for these guys, putting in the blood, sweat, and tears needed to stay in this. Give us another question.
How many English language, because if we were counting all languages, we'd be here all day. How many English language Sonic voice actors have there been? This is for Sonic the Hedgehog, only the character, not all characters, not all languages. English language, Sonic the Hedgehog only.
We start over here this time.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question one more time?
How many English language Sonic the Hedgehog voice actors have there been?
Have there been? Ooh, okay. More than 3, that's for sure. But, yeah.
I will jump over this table.
Yes, jump on the table. I don't have the ability to pass on this for the moment, do I?